Here's your word for the day from Calvary in Lake Havasu. Visit us on the web at calvaryaz.com.
Good morning, Calvary. Pastor Chad here with your word for the day. Hey, we're in Mark chapter 11 today. Have you ever wanted to sit with Jesus and ask him questions? I mean, most of us have imagined, hey, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask God about this, or I'm going to ask Jesus this question. Or maybe we're sitting around going, hey, if I had a chance to talk with Jesus, I'd ask him this or ask him that. I have this idea that it wouldn't go like we think it would go. And here's why. We're looking at Mark 11, 27 through 33. This is in Holy Week. The triumphal entry has already happened. Jesus is there. He's already caused some disruption. And now he's in the temple teaching, and it says in verse 27, and they, being the chief priests and the scribes, he'll tell us that in a minute, they came again to Jerusalem, and as Jesus was walking in the temple, the chief priests and scribes and the elders came to him, and they said to Jesus, by what authority are you doing these things, or who gave you this authority to do them? And Jesus answered and said to them, I will ask you one question. You answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Was the baptism of John the Baptist from heaven or from man? Answer me. And they, the chief priests, discussed it with one another, saying, if we say from heaven, he will say, then why did you not believe John? But if we say from man, well, we're afraid of the people, for they all held that John really was a prophet. So they answered Jesus, we do not know. And Jesus said to them, neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. So the chief priests, the people who saw themselves as important, they were the leaders of the temple worship, they were the politically connected, they were the powerful people. These are the guys that would condemn Jesus to death and take him to Pilate. They said, by what authority, who gave you permission, boy, to do these miracles and teach this truth? Which seems rather obvious from our side, doesn't it? It's obvious. It's like God gave him that authority. How else is he going to heal these people and do these miracles and all this stuff? But Jesus doesn't answer them. He asks them a question back. And the question is, okay, John's baptism. He's out there baptizing people, and you came out and watched him. He goes, who gave him authority? Was it from God or was it from man? And they were like, we're afraid to answer this because if we say from man, then people are going to stone us to death. That's what one of the accounts say. Because people believe John was a prophet from God. If they say from heaven, then Jesus is going to ask them, put him on the spot, why didn't you do what he said? So they played dumb and said, we don't know. So Jesus doesn't answer their question either. Now, two takeaways from this, two things that I see that I think make a difference in our lives. First of all, Jesus didn't submit to their authority. Did you notice that? They were the leading religious people in the temple worship in the nation of Israel, chief priests, and Jesus did not submit to their authority as leaders. He is the Son of God. He is the Messiah. He is the King. He doesn't submit to their authority. He doesn't recognize their authority. He's the one who gave them their authority, and they're the ones abusing it. Secondly, Jesus answered their question with a question. Now remember, Jesus knows everything. He has all authority. He can answer whatever question. He's the author of truth, and he chooses not to answer their question. And we should probably learn from this. We should probably learn to check our assumptions instead of thinking that we're always right and always correct about everything. And we should be open to listening and learning from others. First of all, from God, but then from the other people around us as well, because then by listening, we might learn something. After all, James chapter 1 says, all of you should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger, for the anger of man does not accomplish the righteousness that God desires. So I hope that blesses you and encourages you. Have a great day.